Justine, and Chloé Dufour-Lapointe. Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Awesome. It's so good to see you. Thank you, Steve. Welcome. Thanks for coming. See you guys. This is congratulations, obviously, what all three of you have done is incredible. But you have been away from Canada the whole time.
Yes.
You're just coming back now. What's it like? What was that airport moment like?
So good. Yeah. So good to be back home and like really seeing our country, the language. It's so good.
And so your parents too. I mean, I know how much this is a family affair, and they must be really excited to finally get you home. We actually have a question for you here.
Hello, George. This is Joanne, the mother of the Dufour-Lapointe sisters. I heard that you had my daughters on your show today, and I thought maybe you can help me asking a question to the girls in regard the first dinner they would like to have at home.
Oh my God!
No, I'm there just for saying hello, Maxime. Hello, Chloé. Hello, Justine. We are very anxious seeing you back in Montreal and wish you the best for the senior national. I know you will have another week to travel, but we really are anxious seeing you back home.
Oh.
Just getting you back.
Mama.
And you know that's actually true.
Yeah.
Every time we go back home, she asks for what we want to eat.
Right.
That famous question.
All the time. Well, do you guys pick the same thing? Is this a fight in the home?
We have three chores, I feel. We have steak,
Right.
pâté chinois,
Yeah.
and macaroni.
Okay. Well, and macaroni has to win, doesn't it? Isn't that right?
It's often a winner.
It's often a winner.
Okay, highs and lows. So, I mean, finishing fourth's amazing. Finishing fifth's amazing. Finishing 10th's amazing. Qualifying's amazing. But it's bitter and it's bittersweet at the same time. What was the dynamic with you guys afterwards when you realized that this is a great moment and it was just a hair away from being something else? What was that like the first times you were all together?
Well, I think for that day, it was each our own performance, right? Chloé and Justine making the podium. And for myself, I have a little bit of a different story. And in my heart, I just gave my all. And I earned a medal. Like, in my heart, I have a medal from the games. Just the way I've grown to get there and how everything I've learned and then that I carried on for the rest of my seasons. And I remember I was doing media. You kind of get rushed through media after your competition. And then Chloé and Justine were still skiing for the medal. And then before their run, I was like, okay, stop. I just wanted to watch it, right? And once I realized that they made both podium, I just went nuts. I jumped over the media fence and ran to them. And I was just so happy because we trained so hard together. And it was a dream come true for them. In my own ways, it was a dream come true for me. And it was just such a beautiful moment.
Well, especially because the three of you have done so much together. I mean, never mind just the hills, but also in the waters as well. This is classic footage.
Yes.
Look at how beautiful.
Tout est sous contrôle. Papa
This is about investment.
check ses cartes et son pilote fonctionne. Et Maxime aussi est occupé à faire ses corvées comme tous les jours.
Never seen.
On a installé la toile. Je sais pas si on le voit, ouais.
You haven't seen that footage?
I've never seen those things ever.
Well, from what I understand, the boat's a big part of your life, and then at some point you guys have to move away from that and really commit to the hills, right?
Exactly.
And so the family investment, sacrifice, commitment, whatever, however you want to phrase it, is real. So when you're up on those hills before the run, are you thinking about all the people that have played a part in you getting there?
Yeah, I think at the game, actually, I thought a lot about my parents, how they helped us since the beginning. For me, it was my second game, so I don't know, this support that I needed to feel, I write it down a lot. Like, I had a thinking for my parents so much there. I know they were like kind of far from me because I was in my bubbles and all that stuff, but it's amazing what they did for us. They were just there all the time, every single weekend in the cold, waiting for us to do like a 30-second run. Yeah. And my father, after like a day of training was building a jump at our cottage to jump even more because we wanted to. So they did a lot for us, and it's in the boat. It was just amazing. It's like remember stuff forever. We're gonna remember those souvenirs forever.
What did you make about this? So we all know that photo, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then somebody photoshopped in that photo.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that became a huge controversy, obviously, because Canada is weird about this sort of thing. Yeah. But what did you make about that when you saw this?
We were surprised, for sure. We are from Montreal. We are from Quebec. We're also from Canada. We understand the controversy, but I think the Olympics is more about the athletes and the performance, and this is what we want people to remember us for, how we skied and the person who we are, and
representing our country as well. You know, it's
at the Olympics.
You're not Montreal, or you're not from Toronto when you go to the game. You're from Canada, and nobody can take that off of you. And I think it's the main subject, that we just go there, show the world who we are, but representing our country. And it was just simple, and people make some...
And it's not about politics.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not the time for it. There's a time for it, but that is about the athletes. And I think one of the beauty that I like the most from the Olympics is that it unites people. No matter who you are, where you're from, everybody's cheering for athletes and going nuts for it, and it's a beautiful thing. And that's just what we want to carry.
It's an idea of a family affair is pretty unique.
Yes.
Yes.
How do you manage when you don't win?
I think my mom always told us that when it's not your day, you fail, or you didn't do well, she said, go cry, go scream, go do anything but drink 5 minutes. Go really cry during 5 minutes, but after, do this and be happy and smile and cheer for your sister, because it's just one thing or one day that you're not good or on it.
And the other thing my coach always tells me is, there's two ways it can go. It can work, and then you win. And then it cannot work, and you lose. But you'll never lose if you learn from it. Right. And then you go back to winning, and it's a circle.
But what happens if all three of you freak out at the same time? if two of you can ground one person who the wheels are coming off, what if all three of you are freaking out?
Coach are busy.
Yeah. Justine, Chloé, and Maxime Dufour-Lapointe, everybody. Congratulations. Thank you so much. We'll be right back. Yeah, it's okay.